They analyzed everything, they did the brainstorming, but this exercise was missing. Let me check something. The only question that the book had asked was, okay, what happened in the beginning and what happened in the end? And this was what I added. Okay, seems like we cannot do it here. Learn from the best books and the best book writers to use the other books. I mean, no offense to any other. Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of English with Sarvi. Well, today we have another observation lesson. It's gonna be a writing lesson, but not like the other writing that you have watched. If you still haven't watched that one was a really challenging one. Go ahead and watch it. I will put it for you here. In that video, I actually told you about all of the steps of teaching writing. I showed you the lesson shapes from the CELTA course, lesson shape F, which is for speaking and writing. In this lesson, I'm going to tell you about something that I found really interesting while I was teaching the Speak Out book series. I will put the pages for you here. It's about writing a letter of complaint. It starts with the exercise of the book. I didn't add anything to it, but what I want to show you in the end is how to learn from the best books and the best book writers to use the other books. I mean, no offense to any other books, but when you teach different books, different course books, then you will find what works best for the students. And I think one reason why I love a Speak Out book series is that they give you like a very good guidance, and they are really adaptable to this these lesson shapes that we are actually talking about in the CELTA course. So when I was teaching the writing in that book, especially in this lesson, this particular lesson, I find out something really interesting. Like after analyzing the writing, which happens in any course book, like they usually have like an exercise, like, okay, what happened in the beginning, what happened in the end of the writing, so that they give you some signs of what you need to do when you're writing your own sample. But what I like is that they give you one exercise which is actually based on discovery learning. And in that exercise, you actually analyze the format of the writing. Like in paragraph 1, what can we see? How does the writer start the writing? Like, okay, he or she explains the problem. Like what happens in the second paragraph, the third paragraph, and they ask you to match these together. They don't give you like the answers right away, but they ask you to match what happens in paragraph 1, 2, 3, like the purpose of the writer with each paragraph. And then when you compare it to some other books, like for example, I will give you one example from our Now I Know book, which is the book that I teach to middle schoolers here in Vision. It's a very nice, I mean, it has got really nice format. It helps the students, it guides the students step by step into what they need to do. But this particular exercise was missing in this page that I'm going to show you right here, and I added it myself. I added one exercise after my students got to know what the writing was about, because this particular writing that I'm talking about is actually about a friend of ours which is sick, and now we want to write a letter to let him know that we think about him. Now, they analyzed everything, they did the brainstorming, but this exercise was missing, that the students understand, okay, in each paragraph of this writing, exactly what will they be doing. Even when I checked the workbook, they had some questions written about, okay, now think about your imaginary friend that is sick, that is in hospital. How are you going to help him or her? What are you going to write? There were some great questions in the workbook, but still students, it was not clear for them that in the first paragraph, what you expect them to write about, the second, the third, and the ending. The only question that the book had asked was, okay, what happened in the beginning and what happened in the end. And this was what I added based on a Speak Out book series. So here we understand the importance of teaching different course books, because you find out new ideas and you can adapt them like to different classes, different lessons. And I think it's amazing. One other thing that I forgot to tell you, which is very important, is to check a student's understanding of all of those steps. When they finish their writing and they're reading it for you, ask them, okay, did you have this part? Okay, in the format it says that in the beginning there is greeting. Did you add the greeting? Did you add the piece of advice that the writer should give to that patient or to that sick friend of hers? Do you have a beginning? Do you have like dear blah blah blah? Did you add a good ending to your letter? Try to ask these questions over and over. I mean, I usually ask my students to read their writings in the classroom. With teenagers, I have found that it makes them more excited about the whole task. And then, right before they start reading, I ask them, okay, did you add this? Did you add that? Look at the board, look at the categories that should be added in your writing. And then if they say yes, then we check it as they are reading their letters. And this way, they understand what they're doing.
Yeah.
Now, we are going to move on. This is actually a good one. Tell me, Sahar, what do you usually, I mean, not you, everyone, what do we usually go and complain about out there in the society? What are the situations? What are the situations that you might go and complain, or you might want to write a letter of complaint about?
It's usually not happened for me.
For example, let's say that imagine I am the delivery of a snap, and I bring like some food for you, but really, really later than what you expected. So what do you usually do in this case?
In this situation, I usually call the snap team and
you complain,
explain
right?
complain and explain my problem, and I want to give an answer.
Yeah, or maybe you just don't even get your parcel. Maybe you ordered something and you don't even receive it, or they have lost it.
Usually not happens in Iran, but we
no, I mean, it's not always through emails. Maybe in our country it's not done through emails. Maybe we just call the support team and ask for help, but we do somehow make complaints. So this was one example. Can you think of any other examples that you might not be happy about something and want to complain about?
For example, I ordered something from Digicala, and then I received that it was something else. It's not
your order.
Not yes, it's not the appearance of my product, not exactly same as the picture that I saw in internet.
Okay, so now we're gonna take a look at one letter, to see how it really looks like. Three very beautiful girls, as you can see. Okay. So first, who is the letter to? Take a look and tell me.
With the letter to travel agency, La Grande Travel Agency.
Definitely. Why is the writer complaining, and what does she want to achieve? You have 2 minutes to read.
So, are you finished?
Yes. The writer, had problem with about invasion privacy because the agency posts use their photo in their website for Advent.
As a
Advent.
kind of advertisement. Yeah.
Advertising, yes.
Yeah, they use.
And without their permission.
Yeah. And what does she want now?
She wants to remove the photo immediately in the from their website.
She wants to do it herself?
No. She requested to the agency that no, passive again. The photos.
It's okay. Go on.
The photo should be removed.
Okay.
From the website.
All right, that makes sense. Now that we know what the letter is about, okay, and what the girl wants, let's see if you want to once write a letter like this, what format should you actually follow from the beginning to the end? I'm sorry, I need to put something down there now. You need to move yourself again. Can you see? Yeah?
No. Yes, I have in my
okay. Okay, we have got parts A to F, and the first one is done for you. The first thing that you do in a letter of complaint is, as you can see, what is it?
In one sentence, we should say why we write this sentence.
The reason.
Why we write this reason.
Can you show me the sentence? Which sentence?
The first paragraph. I'm writing with regard to the misuse of a personal photograph of myself and two of my friends on your website.
So, as brief as possible, I need to mention exactly why I'm writing this. And in a letter of complaint, does it have to be one full paragraph?
No.
No, it can be like 2-3 sentences, that's all.
Yeah.
All right. The second thing we need to do?
Why the polite closing comment? The last one, give additional detail about the reason for writing.
Great. Yes.
Now we can explain that. And then explain what you have done so far.
It sounds good, yes. Somehow I am threatening them, right? I have taken up this matter with my lawyer. Yeah, I'm threatening them. If you don't do something, I want to know what to do with you. Then?
And then factual. Ask for suggestions from the person. Give a time. No, it's at the end. All right. Ask for specific action from the person or company you are writing to.
Very good.
And then
here we wanted the photograph to be removed. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
then give a time frame for action and way of contacting you.
Perfect.
And the last one,
we have
polite closing comment.
Yeah, here we have got like 3 days. No, 1 week.
No, the number. Yeah.
Here we have 1 week. Okay, and then closing comment. What is the closing comment?
For example, thank you for your prompt attention to this matter.
Prompt.
Something like that. Prompt.
Thank you for your prompt attention to this matter. Okay. Let's review very fast. The reason is number one. Number two
and then
is
explain the reason,
detail,
and then
then
explain what you have done so far,
what I did.
and then asking for specific action
Do
from
something. They
the
need to do
yes,
something in order
and
to
then
do it.
waiting,
Mhm.
or then I give them the additional contact
Mhm.
form and write a polite
Give them a
closing
time frame.
comment.
Yes, I want them to do
Yes.
something. You have this much time, and then done. Close it. Finished.
Yes.
Now you need to find, before we go for this part, tell me, is this letter a formal one or an informal one?
It's formal.
It's formal. Letter of complaints usually is a formal one. Now we have got these sentences here. You need to find the formal matches for these sentences from number 1 to 6 in the text. Let's do number 1 together. Get in touch soon to let me know that you have done something. Which sentence in the text has got the same meaning as this?
Get in touch soon to let know that you want something. In the last paragraph, please contact me within 1 week.
Very good. Please contact me within 1 week. Get in touch is a little bit informal, right? We cannot use it in the text. Go on to number 2.
To put things right, I want you to put things right. Put things right. It's something like request.
Not exactly a request, but yeah. So? Look at the beginning of each paragraph. You can find it there.
To resolve this matter.
Exactly. To put things right, to resolve this matter, I want you to, I request that.
Yeah.
You see how informal and formal match.
And the next one, I am writing with regard to the misuse of the personal, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, it's important. I'm writing with regard to, after to, what do you have? Is it a noun or verb or adjective? What is it?
It's adjective.
The misuse.
Noun.
Misuse
noun.
So have it in your head. Like I'm writing with regard to blah, blah, blah. It should usually be like a noun. Okay?
Yeah.
And?
With best wishes, yours faithfully.
Yours faithfully. Good. Here we cannot say best wishes. It's not informal. Thanks for dealing with this problem.
Thanks for dealing with this problem quickly. Thank you for your prompt attention to this
matter.
Remind.
ممنونم که خیلی سریع جواب میدیم. Right. یعنی دیگه قشنگ داریم به یارو میگیم آره یا جواب میدیم یا میام یه کاری دستت میدم. Okay? So thank you for your prompt attention to this matter. Now you know this. This sentence is going to be very useful in your future. Okay?
Yeah.
So, number 6, I've already discussed the problem.
I have taken up this matter with a lawyer.
Now, this is another very good sentence to show what you have already done. Even I think the sentence is going to be useful even if you are applying for university or you want to talk about what you have done in the process of applying. The sentences are pretty good ones, especially the ones we have at the beginning of each paragraph. Have it in your mind. Now, take a look at the speak out tip and let's discuss the 4 C's together.
4 C's?
Yeah, it says that a letter of complaint should follow the 4 C's. What are these 4 C's?
Concise, clear, constructive, and considerate.
So should it be very long?
No.
So it
Short
should be
and
concise. Yeah, concise. But at the same time, clear.
Clear.
What do we mean by constructive here? Which, can you tell me a part of this letter that shows you that it is constructive?
The number of the paragraph, for example.
The number of the paragraph, the style.
Yes. And it's their letter should follow these 6 categories.
And consider it. Did I blame it on someone? Did I act rude? Did I say any rude sentences?
No.
I didn't. And at the same time, I want action to be done. So in these kinds of letters, we always have a kind of call to action. Now, let's go. Do you have any questions?
No.
All right. Now you are gonna have to
write
choose. First, choose, Sahar. Choose which one, situation 1 or situation 2. First, you're gonna tell me what is each situation showing, okay? Then we are gonna make a decision about which one you're gonna write about. So explain.
Read the notes below and choose one of the situations. Decide that you want to make notes. Hello. Your neighbor's new burglar alarm gone off the meantime. Neighbors agreed. Try to talk them to busy readily. Recently you parked cars which were legal. Returned parking. What is the situation?
Yeah, explain it to me. What happened in situation 1?
Your neighbor's new burglar alarm gone off 3 times. Neighbors away. Try to walk to them, too busy.
So can you tell me, can you understand what happened from the prompts?
Write a letter of the complaint. My neighbors have a new burglar alarm, and this alarm goes off 3 times.
Are they at home?
No.
They're away.
And
what did you try to do?
To walk to them, but
you tried to
they
talk.
are too busy.
You tried to talk to them,
but they are too busy. They are not in.
So what might you do, Sahar, in this situation if it happens?
After they are enabled to contact, I should explain the situation and for the first time, as I said, for the first time. And I request them, please pay attention for the next time.
Okay, what about situation 2? What happened?
Recently, you parked cars, so it was legal. When you returned the parking fine.
There is usually a sign that shows that, okay, here you can park, like a placard, okay, that shows that, okay, here you can park or here you cannot park.
Yeah.
So?
And the no parking sign behind trees.
So could you see it? Was there a
No.
sign that says, okay, here you cannot park?
I don't understand. Then
So what did
okay,
you do
then,
first? You parked your car, right?
yes.
What happened then?
When you parking fine, no parking. I saw the parking fine and
Mhm.
it's written no parking.
No. In your
Um,
parking fine, it has written that, okay, for example, you need to pay $2,000. I don't know,
yeah, okay.
$200. Okay. And then, did you see any kind of sign in that place that says you cannot park here?
No.
So there was no parking sign.
Parking
Okay.
sign behind.
Okay. Or maybe the parking sign was behind the tree and you didn't see it. So you are angry, right?
Mhm.
You
Yes.
want them to put the parking sign somewhere that you can actually see it. Everyone else can see.
Mhm.
All right. So which one do
Yes.
you like?
The first one.
The first. Okay. The first one is yours. You know about the 4 C's: be concise, clear, considerate,
Yeah.
and constructive. You know about the structure and everything. So for next
Use a
session,
formal style.
yeah, this is your first homework.
If you have any suggestions for me, if you think that my lesson could have been better, go ahead, give me a comment in the comment section below. Don't forget to like the video, share it with your friends. I love you and bye bye.